here. How did you get these balls of sweet potato?
Well, these are actually sweet potatoes that are just half boiled, and I use the Parisian scoop to actually scoop it out. So I get these nice uniform circular balls that is very festive, almost like those decorations for Christmas tree.
Now, I've put inside of here some onions, some garlic, some pimento, salt, and black pepper. And I'm going to put a little bit of chopped up fresh rosemary.
And whilst that's going on, I just have a saute pan here. I have some onions and minced garlic inside here.
I'm going to add my sweet potato balls and let that saute for a little bit.
I just added some blanched bodi. Bodi is very popular here in Trinidad and Tobago. I've added some carrots inside here. To that, I'm going to add some Christophine.
Okay.
And these are just julienne, very thinly. Some julienne pumpkin again.
Oh, you actually have a little tool that you julienne things with.
Actually, yeah.
Like your Parisian balls.
It's a little zester. And you could use this on the vegetables, carrots, to pull it, and you get these nice long strands.
Okay.
Very
Interesting.
dandy. Yeah.
5 little holes on the end.
And if you look at this, as you can see, it's very colorful so far. I added a little ginger to this, Ian, because you know, ginger is a really nice warm spice. Just gonna add a little bit of cinnamon to this. Cinnamon and pumpkin go very nice, and some nutmeg. And that's pretty much it, you know, Ian. That's it.
It couldn't be simpler, could it?
Very, very straightforward.
I tell you what, we're going to be right back. We're just going to do a quick cleanup here, and we'll start on the dessert.
Our bananas tempura with pancho creme anglaise. I have some cream here, some heavy cream, so I'm going to add it to the pot.
Okay.
All right. To that, some 3 egg yolks. So I'm using that as my base. Some white sugar.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is just bring this together. Now, I have this on very low heat.
Yes,
because I don't want it to curdle. Now, to that, I have just 1 cup of eggnog. And this is just store-bought eggnog. You could just purchase it.
Okay.
It's a short
So regular
recipe.
eggnog along with the 3 yolks and a cup of cream and some sugar.
No, the reason I have the egg yolks inside of it was just to more or less thicken
It's like a
it.
thickening.
Correct, because
agent.
it is
like a custard.
A creme anglaise is a custard, so more or less you want to use it as a sauce.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon to that.
Cinnamon powder.
Yeah. And Ian, what is this? What does it smell like?
Is that my favorite rum?
It's just some dark rum. You're going to add some nice dark rum inside there. Let me see how good you are this one. Smell this one.
Ooh, what's that? It's brandy.
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 So you're going to
You're
get,
gonna get us
if
all
you
tight.
didn't get that rum, you're going to get that punch.
This is a real fancy kind of eggnoggy kind of custardy kind of thing here.
And we're going to definitely thicken it up and as well sweeten it. So
All right, can't do it without our famous sweetened condensed milk. How much have you got in there?
I have about 1/4 of a cup. Now we're going to keep this on a very low heat and allow it to just thicken up a little bit.
All right, so I have to
course.
keep stirring it.
Correct. I actually have some made already, so we're going to use
Oh,
some.
all right.
If you will excuse me, Ian, I'm sorry. I realize that, you know, you're very involved and you're getting a little frizzy. So,
All right, so it's Santa time, okay.
in keeping with the season,
Yes, well, don't worry,
Where's
I'm going to
my
have
hat?
company shortly. We'll get
it
one
was
for
reserved
you.
for him. It was reserved for him. Is there anything ready? You plated anything?
No, not yet, Conrad. Sorry, you're going
Nothing at
to
all.
have to come
Relax,
back,
Conrad. You would get food. We promised you that earlier o'clock.
We promise you that today you will get to taste everything.
You know
Okay,
he was eating
fine.
peanuts in the back and he didn't even give us
You are
any.
eating peanuts in the
such a
back with all this
grouch.
exquisite
I'm leaving
food
now.
going on
Excuse
here.
me, gentlemen.
All right. Thanks for the hat, Conrad.
Sure.
So I have some bananas here. So I just peel them. So I'm just going to slice them on the bias like that.
All right.
And this, so I have 2 bananas here. So I'm just going to more or less set this aside.
Okay.
And I'm going to work on the batter. This is the tempura batter.
Okay, that's for frying the bananas. Tempura is a Japanese way of frying fruit or vegetables.
In the meantime, I have 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. To that, I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon of baking powder.
Okay, good.
All right. And I have 1/4 cup of, what's this?
That looks like cornstarch.
Correct.
Cornstarch is a thickening agent as well. Makes it nice and creamy.
Now to that, I have a microplane and an orange zest.
All right,
I'm
so you're
gonna
just
use it
getting
to
a little bit of the zest of the orange, the skin. You don't want to go down to the white. You just want to get the top part, which has all the oils of the orange in it. Look, this is beginning to thicken up, Jace.
All right, set it aside. That's beautiful. I'm going to try something new today.
Okay.
I'm going to try to use shandy
Wow.
to aerate our
I
batter.
should have known Jason had some trick up his sleeve, you know. But Actually, it's cold. And I think in tempura, you need to know that whatever liquid you choose to bind the flour to make it into a nice creamy sort of liquidy form to dip your fruit or your vegetables in, has to be cold for it to set properly.
It keeps the fizz, so it keeps it from
Yeah.
going flat. So I'm going to add some to that. Oh, yeah. And you can see the broth starting to build up together. Now we're going to take this and dip our bananas into it.
Yeah.
Which is, so you're going to get this nice batter.
Give us a...
So I'm going to switch over now to my whisk. And I'm just going to bring this batter together like that. Ian, you want to help me?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
What can I do to help?
Well, I have my bananas that I did earlier on here. So I'm going to bring them back in. And we're going to dip them into the batter and fry them. At this point, you could actually add coconut to this batter. So you're going to get a nice sweet crunch to it.
Yeah.
I'm actually just going to add a tad bit of cinnamon. That's all.
All right.
That's all. That's all. All right, and we're going to dip our bananas. Now, this is the batter that Ian was talking to you about earlier on. So we dip our bananas inside like that, and we gently put it in the oil. Now, when you put it in the oil, you hold it there for a little while, and then you let it go.
Now, you can see how quick that was, and nice golden brown color.
Check this out.
I'm going to drop a couple more in, and I'll tell you what, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. While we were on a break, Jason plated up these dishes, and that's the starter and the second course.
entree.
Would you like to explain to our friends what it's all about?
All right, viewers, what we did here, this is our quiche, as we did the sweet corn and ham quiche. So I plated it down, I put our chow chow on top of it.
Yes.
The tamarind sauce, any tamarind sauce you could utilize.
Yes.
And I put some caramel popcorn as a garnish. We know the sweet corn.
Okay.
I decided to use some caramel popcorn.
And the pork?
Oh, the pièce de résistance.
That is
Beautiful.
lovely.
This is our sweet potato coming down in one line. The sorrel reduction comes down straight down the
so
center.
there's the sorrel part of it that he promised you.
All right, and then I put my pork, my vegetables, and I have some nice tall garnish.
Okay, so we're going to do the dessert now.
Exactly. So here we go. I'm going to put down my punch crumb.
All right.
There we go. Now to that, I'm just going to take my piece of banana.
And somebody has arrived. I don't even have to look around. I know I can feel his presence.
Well, you say punch a crab.
So here we have our banana fritters, and plating it down almost like a nice generous bundle. So you could actually drink this with the drink the punch crème with the banana fritters,
that looks wonderful.
or you could actually dip it. And just to finish it off,
But where's our special guest today?
Well, I have wonderful and exciting news about that. Our special guest has just arrived on set.
Oh.
Ta-da!
where?
I should have known it was Conrad, you know. Conrad always pulls these stunts, doesn't he? Jason?
No
I
comment.
am a special
No
guest.
comment.
I
No
am.
comment.
You are special, Conrad.
Exactly.
We thought we'd have somebody. you
I
know.
agree. He's definitely special in my heart. Yes. You're special,
Jason?
Conrad.
Jason. Thank
Well,
you.
all right, Conrad, since you're the special guest, come on in and have a taste of what's been prepared today.
So I have some strawberry reduction and just some powdered sugar, just to finish it off. How does that look, Conrad?
It looks fantastic.
Which one would you try?
Yeah,
Which
what
one would you
like
try?
to start with? Of course, the starter.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
All right, great. So
I'm,
here's a fork.
I'm you know, a
knife.
little, I savor savory better.
You see,
I could probably use a couple side teeth.
Listen, I brought extra forks and knives there, Jason. So Conrad's going to cut a piece for all of us to taste.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that yet.
cutting, but me a cutter at the same time, Conrad.
Just now. There goes the chow
You
chow.
see, greedy people always get tricks played on them.
This is
Try
fantastic.
some of the chow chow, definitely. You gotta get
You
that
are
balance
going to
in
share with us, right, Conrad? I guess not.
it. No comment.
I'll think about it.
You know what? That's the last time you're going to be the special guest.
Come
right.
on.
You only
No,
get
it's
this
really
treatment
good.
today because
It's
of
really
this.
good.
All right, well, why don't you try the second course now?
It looks wonderful.
You want
like
to try
this.
to take the sweet potato and drag it a little bit into salt reduction
Okay.
and followed
Can I
by a
take?
nice piece of meat.
Can I take this from the circle?
By all means, you're the special guest, Conrad.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I have to ask.
Listen, don't let him get a swell head now, eh? How's that, Conrad?
Try it.
Why don't you tell us what it tastes like? Since you're the only one eating, Conrad, and you're not sharing, why don't you tell us and the folks out there what it tastes like?
Can't get more Christmas than sorrel on pork.
Somebody's not sharing with us, you know. He's a greedy little fella, but what are you going to do?
He's melting right now.
All right. Santa Claus is not
He's
coming
melting
to
right
this
now,
year.
Conrad. Watch it.
If I can
All right,
find
come. Let him
a
taste
way
the
to
dessert.
describe the flavors of the pork and the sorrel reduction. The sorrel reduction
This one, I'll
fantastic.
relieve you of this. I just want you to go in. It's going straight, Conrad.
Lift
Okay.
your fingers, Conrad.
Quick.
Okay.
What have you
here's
got dribbled on that? You said a strawberry reduction.
Strawberry reduction and some powdered sugar.
Strawberry reduction
And
just means
powdered
that it's
sugar.
boiled down and probably has a little sugar in it.
Yeah,
or-
correct.
Yeah.
Just like about a half cup of strawberry juice, and you reduce it with about a quarter cup of sugar.
Now, this is going to be interesting. Like I said, I am preferential to savory, but when you get the smell of the sweetness,
And if you
Try
are-
it both ways, Conrad. Shoot it and then dip it
I'm
with...
interested to hear what you say about the taste of that.
what that combination does with the concha creme
It's nice.
is...
But the if you taste the banana, it's light. It's crisp,
it
it's
is.
Concha
light.
creme
Yeah.
anglaise.
It's a nice dessert that you could actually make at
More
home.
liquidy.
I don't
Exactly.
see it being very difficult.
Absolutely
at all.
delightful looking.
Now, you know, if I go ahead and shot this, I might
You
as
might
well
not-
All right,
collapse.
well, listen. Enough. You're making my mouth water now. Ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen, come back and join us again next week for
Indeed.
another incredible edition of Taste right here on CNC3. Next week, we are not having Conrad as a special guest, all right? And Conrad's not actually even tasting the food. You heard that?
I am tasting the
No,
food.
you are not
Yes,
tasting the
I
food.
am.
Restraining order for
You are
Conrad.
not. You have had
I am tasting the food.
Jason just put you on a restraining order. That is the end of that.
Ta-ta,
Ladies and
everybody.
gentlemen,
Merry
see you next
Christmas,
week.
everyone.
Merry Christmas. Eat well.
I want to taste that. Don't you?
Taste is brought to you in part by Courts, Shandy Carib, Alawen, Blue Ribbon,